back to my channel. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to another video and welcome to a Romcom Swoonathon vlog. I'm very excited to start this video with you guys. I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys what I'm currently reading. It is currently Monday the 5th and I have a lot of plans for this week in regards to reading, but I'm only in the middle of a few books, so I figured I would give you a little update and then bring you along for the week while I read and just do regular everyday life stuff. I have a lot of stuff that I want to get done this week. I have a lot of editing I have to do. I want to get the room cleaned up a little bit, starting to become a mess again, and then, you know, just regular mom stuff, life stuff. That's a lot of stuffs in one sentence. I apologize, but let's just quickly go over my TBR. So I do have an arc of Love Interrupted by Sadie Rose. I am planning to try to finish this one by the day that it comes out, which is the 6th. So, I'm sorry, the 8th. So I have today, tomorrow, what's tomorrow, the 6th? And then the day after to get this one done so that I can put up a review on the 8th. I am currently 70 pages into this one, but I am reading it with my eyeballs, so it's taking me a little longer than I would like. I also am in the middle of Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. This is a reread for me. I'm further than page 200, but this is where I was at on my lunch this morning, but I did read some more on my way home from work today, and I have an hour and 18 minutes left of the audiobook, so I'm excited to continue my reread of that. I'm enjoying it just as much the second time as I did the first time. I also have some books that I want to read that I don't have currently with me. So A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. I would love to read that. I should say that I'm reading Amari for School Setting. I'm reading Love Interrupted for Second Chance. A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair for the Enemies to Lovers, or I don't remember what I was using that for, but I'll put it up on the screen. Anastasia for the Celebrity prompt, and then The Exception to the Rule and The Worst Wingman Ever. Those ones I can fit into the prompts if I need to, but those are two short little novellas that are part of an anthology collection. The Worst Wingman Ever is Abby Jimenez, and The Exception to the Rule is Christina Lauren. So I'm hoping to read those two as well to kind of slot in between my reading as I read my chunkier books for the month. So only two of them I have in my hand right now, the ones that I'm currently in the middle of, but I'm going to try to get to the rest of those this week. We shall see. I make no promise that I'm actually going to be able to finish all of these, but I'm going to try my darndest. So I'll bring you along for the ride. Without further ado, let's get into it. Hi friends, I just wanted to come on here and give you an update on my reading. I apologize if you can hear the fan going. It's quite warm in our room, so my apologies, but I wanted to give you my updates on my current reads. I did read a little bit more of Love Interrupted last night, and I'm currently on page 83, not much farther from when I updated you. I think when I first started reading it, I was on page 70. I'm a slow reader when it comes to physical reading, so I'm slowly making my way through this. I only have 2 days, today and tomorrow, to read this book before it comes out, but it's fine. And then on my drive to and from work, I have been listening to Amari and the Night Brothers. I am literally like 10 pages from the end. Okay, maybe not 10 pages, but I'm really dang close. I'm on page 385, and the book ends on page 408. So I don't have that much left. Maybe like less than 15 minutes of the audiobook before I'm done with that. So I'm going to sit down right now, finish up my bullet journal pages while I listen to the audiobook of Amari, and then I'm going to switch over to Love Interrupted so I can get more of that read tonight. So that's my current plan. I also have to get some editing done today. All of that fun stuff, you know, the regulars. Gotta eat, gotta take a shower, and then hopefully I can get started on something else tomorrow because I'm already feeling behind and it's Tuesday. So love that for me. Hello friends, I just wanted to come on here and give you my current reading updates. I have quite a bit of things to share with you. I've been doing some reading, I just haven't really been talking too much. It's been a busy week already and it's only Wednesday, so make it make sense because I don't know how. But let me just talk about the book I currently have with me and then I'll go over the other books that I have been working on. So I am currently working on Anastasia by Sophie Lark. I am not that far in, I'm only on page 88. As you can see, this book is massive. It's 600 plus pages, so it'll take me a little while to get through. I don't really know the synopsis of this. I know that it has a dark and strange magic. I know that it deals with royalty. It's a retelling of Anastasia and the Romanovs. And other than that, I'm kind of still blind. 88 pages in, but it is an adult fantasy, so I'm not like surprised that I am a little bit confused. I feel like with most adult fantasies, it takes me a good chunk of the way through to get really deep into the story and like understand where everything is going and the entire magic behind it. But so far, I am enjoying Sophie Lark's writing. I think that she does what she does best, and that is of course write really compelling and easy to read books, even though it is adult fantasy. So far so good. I love the illustrations that are in here. Let me just show you one from the very beginning so I don't spoil anything. But this picture is on the first page or first couple pages because there's a map. But I just love that in her book she includes these really stunning illustrations. Like, they are absolutely gorgeous, and they're throughout the entire book as well as the chapter headers and the parts. So I'm just really glad that I'm reading this physical copy, although it's starting to do some weird things. It's floppy, but it's, I don't know. Anyways, that's going well. I also finished Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston last night, and I loved my reread of that. It felt so good to get back into that world and come to a better understanding of the characters and the plot before, hopefully, crossing my fingers, jumping into book 2. Hopefully I can pick that one up in the next, like, month or so and get back to that one. I would love to read it in February, but I have so many other books that are on my TBR this month. I know I'm not going to be able to squeeze in another 400-page book, so that's just not going to be on the docket for this month, but I'm excited to pick that one up, hopefully in March, if not then in April. But yeah, my reread was great. I really enjoyed it. I had a great time with it. The characters are great. The writing is great. I love the topics that were talked about in this book in regards to racism and microaggressions and different things like that. And I just really overall enjoyed the plot of the story. It was just as good the second time as it was the first, and it really helped me pick up on some of the clues that I did not catch on my first read. So I'm excited about that. And then I've also been reading my arc for Love Interrupted by Sadie Rose. I am about 70% of the way through. I just made it to part 3, and I'm hoping to finish that one up tonight. It's good, it's cute, it's a second chance romance, college setting. I'm still in the past timeline before getting into the actual like present day. So I'm curious to see what I'm going to think of it when I get to the end. So it's starting to get hot in here. I'm gonna head out and go back to work, and then hopefully I can get some more reading done tonight, but I really have to get some editing done as well. I did not edit last night. I hung out with the besties last night for much longer than I had planned to, but it was great. We had a great time. We chatted, we laughed, we just had a good time, so that was fun. And then I got some really exciting news today via an email, and I don't want to talk about it too much. I'm trying to manifest it in my head, but not manifest it out loud because I'm a little scared. I'm a little nervous, but it was an exciting email that really brought some lightness into my day, so I'm just pumped about that. So I'm hoping that that all works out, and if not, it was a great way to start off my Wednesday afternoon. So anyways, I'm gonna go and get back to work, and I've been listening to some other things that don't have anything to do with Romcom Swoonathon, but I've been listening to the Improbable Meet Cute series written by multiple different authors. 6 books, or 6 novellas, 6 authors. So I've been reading that. I have read the Sarai, whatever her last name is, I read that one. I read the one by Sally Thorne. I read Jasmine Guillory's book, and then I just read Christina Lauren's, and I loved that. The Sarai one I gave 2.5. The Jasmine Guillory book I gave 2.5. The Sally Thorne one I gave a 3, and the Christina Lauren book I gave a 5 stars. I love that one so much. It was so good. I loved the emails, I loved the banter, I loved the conversations, I loved how much I laughed through that book. I even teared up a little bit. I really enjoyed that one, and I'm hoping to finish up the other 2 while I work today. So those are my updates. I will check in with you guys a little bit later on today when I have something more exciting to tell you. Good afternoon, no, evening. It's definitely night. Good night. Friends, it is currently like 11:45 on Thursday evening, and I just wanted to come and give you some reading updates. I do have some, and unfortunately, it's not great news. It's not great news. I did finish a book, though. I did finish a book. I finished English. It's late. I'm tired. I finished Love Interrupted by Sadie Rose last night. I gave it a 4-star. I enjoyed my experience. So thank you so much, Sadie, for sending that over my way. I really appreciate it. I also did have to book. And I'm really bummed about this one because it was honestly a book that I was looking forward to so freaking much. It was a book that I had on like at the top of my priority list, one that I was so excited to read. And I didn't love it. And that was Anastasia by Sophie Lark. I did end up DNFing it at page 270. Like, I got a good chunk of the way through. I gave it the good old college try. And it didn't work out for me, unfortunately. It was not a book that I loved. It was just so boring. It was boring. I think it was trying to do a lot, but couldn't quite figure out what it wanted to do. It was pitched as a Anastasia retelling with a fantasy romance aspect to it, but it really just felt like a historical retelling of Anastasia with a drop of magic with very little romance thrown in. Like, maybe I just didn't give the fantastical aspects and the romantic aspects as much of a chance as I should have, and if I'd gotten more into the story, maybe it would have developed more, but like 300 pages in, I should not be bored, right? It's 600 pages. I got almost halfway through. Like, I just didn't want to do it. So I did have that, and it was really sad, but I'm really trying to stick to my goals this year of DNFing when the book is not suiting my needs. Menti, health before everything else. That's the motto this year. The besties and I have stated it, and we're holding ourselves accountable. So I did reach out to them yesterday, and I said, I'm DNFing it. And they said, I'm proud of you, girl. And I needed that. Thank you. But I also started another book, so that's exciting. I did start A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair this afternoon on my way home, and I'm now on page 178. I did some reading sprints with a friend, Mike, and got just about halfway done with this book. It's okay. It's not anything spectacular, but I think it has potential to be really good by the end, so I am going to stick with this one because I am enjoying the writing, I'm enjoying the setting, I'm enjoying the fantasy aspect, and I'm curious to see where it's going to go. So no DNF just yet, but if it doesn't get any better in like the next, like if I'm not like loving it or at least really enjoying it by like page 250, then DNFing, because now I'm on a DNFing streak. I'm just gonna start DNFing left and right. Fuck it. Okay, also, I did get a few books in the mail that was gifted to me from Becky, so thank you so much, Becky, for gifting those over to me. But she sent King's Capture by Vivian Wood my way. Honestly, I don't know what it's about. I didn't even know this was on my wish list, but I'm excited for it nonetheless. The next one, though, I do know about, and that is Amy Dawes' End Goal. What I didn't know is this thing is tiny. I don't think I've ever seen a book so tiny in my life. Like, it's literally the smallest thing I've ever seen. It's, girl, it's 25 pages. Like, at that point, just make an ebook. Like, the physical book is not necessary, but I'm glad to have it because I do want to own all of Amy Dawes' books in this series at some point. So I'm glad to add it to my collection. It shouldn't take me too long. It says it's a Harris Brothers Scottish Wedding anthology. Huh? This short story was the first published in the Cocktails anthology. Honestly, fine. That's great. I cannot wait to read it. I'm working on that series now, so thank you so much, Becky, for sending these over to me. I'm so happy to have them on my shelves, and I'm excited to get to these. I'm kind of going in blind, which is almost the best thing to do at this point in my reading journey, is just go in blind and read the romances and see if I like them. So thank you so much for sending these my way. But yeah, that is my updates. I'm going to hopefully, cross my fingers, tomorrow get a lot of reading done when I get home. I have reading sprints with the besties at 4:30. I get off at 3:30, so I should like make it home right on time to do my reading sprints. And they're going to start like an impromptu 24 and 48. I don't think I'm going to be able to actually do that because we have plans for the Super Bowl, I think. I don't know. I have to confirm with my husband, but I think we have plans for the Super Bowl just to go over to his mom's house. But I also have movie night on Sunday. Movie afternoon, whatever, on Sunday with the girls for Romcom Swoonathon. So, you know, all of those things are happening. So I doubt I'm going to actually be able to fulfill a 24 and 48. But I'm hoping to read Long Shot during that time. And then let me just give you a quick update on the bingo board. Okay, here you go. I DNF'd Anastasia, and I'm not counting my DNFs to the bingo board, so I ended up slotting in Royal Valentine for the celebrity prompt because I was going to use Anastasia for the celebrity prompt, even though she's royal, so I feel like she's royal, so it's going to work. Royal Valentine. And then I don't even know what else. Love Interrupted, I used it for Second Chance, and those are the only 2 books I have to update you guys on. So yeah. And Amari got put in for school setting. I don't know if I said that earlier when I talked about it, but I'm slowly making my way through this bingo board, and hopefully I can hit all of the prompts. So I think you're tilting. You're very crooked. I apologize for that, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Happy Friday. Well, tomorrow will be Happy Friday. Whatever, you know what I mean. Hello friends, I am coming to do another update from my bed. You know, what's new at this point? But I do have some reading updates for you because I haven't talked to you guys in a few days. It is currently Sunday, and I will give you my updates on my reading, and then I'll close out this vlog tomorrow when I'm more coherent and not holding my phone, because long talking clips with my phone in my hand, never a good idea for me. But quickly, let's just wrap up my thoughts on a few of the books that I finished while I didn't talk to you guys. The first one is A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. I finished that one on Friday, I believe, and it was fine. I gave it a 3.5 stars. It was not the worst book I've ever read, but it was definitely not the best thing I've ever read. I've definitely read better Hades and Persephone retellings. I found Persephone to be very immature and annoying and insufferable at times to read from her perspective, but other than that, it was fine. The plot was good, and I'm intrigued to continue on with the series. I will definitely try and read Hades' perspective and see if it gives me any more insight on the story and the world. I'm intrigued by that, so I will definitely pick up the next book in that series at some point. I just don't have any like high priority on it. And then same day on Friday, I picked up The Predator by Rue Nix, the first book in the Dark Verse series, and this one was really, really good. I had this in for my Morally Gray character prompt for my TBR Tarot, as well as the spicy prompt for Romcom Swoonathon, and it was a mafia romance following two characters on the opposite sides of a rival mafia gangs, and their like intense connection to each other that ends up turning into more. Definitely it's not the best synopsis for this one. If you're interested in it, check out the synopsis and definitely read the triggers because it's dark romance for sure. But I liked it a lot. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was fast-paced, it was sexy, it was angsty, it was everything that I was looking for in a mafia romance, and it was like perfect for what I wanted to read. And then today I picked up Endurance by Amy Dawes, the second book in the Harris Brothers series. I read book 1 last year, and then the year before that I read books 4 and 5. I just need to read books 2 and 3 and the novella to finish up the series. So I picked up Endurance, and I'm currently on page 140. This is a enemies to lovers fake dating sports romance, and I'm really enjoying this one. It's fun, it's kind of quirky and silly. The language in here is definitely very English leaning. Some of the things that are being said, I'm like, where did you even come up with this? But I'm guessing maybe that it's very normal for them to be talking like this in England, which is where they are. But other than that, I'm enjoying it. It's humorous, it's funny. It has already made me cry 3 times. Not necessarily the story itself, but the main character, the main female character, she is a neonatal surgeon, which means that she performs surgeries on babies in utero, and she's been talking to a few parents, and there were some sad things that happened, so that made me cry. But other than that, the actual relationship is cute. It's angsty, it's sexy, it's spicy, so I'm curious to see where the rest of this book is going to go. I was going to finish this one today, but I think that I want to be done for the day. I'm trying to be better about, like, just knowing when it's time to stop reading, and I think I'm at that point for the day. So I'm going to, you know, get myself settled in for the night. I might watch a little bit of YouTube because, per usual, I'm behind, and my watch later is now well over 100 videos, so I'm going to watch a few of those before I head off to bed, and then I will talk to you guys tomorrow to close out this vlog.
Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.